Thank you. Can everybody hear me all right? It is such a pleasure to be here with you again this year. A little bit about myself. As Mr. Moss stated, I came to Boise State in 2009. I am originally from Moss Point, Mississippi, down on the coast. Anybody familiar with the little bitty town of Moss Point, Mississippi? You're probably more familiar with Gulfport, Biloxi, right? All right. Well, I'm from Moss Point, Mississippi, a small town. I went to Moss Point High School, graduated in 2010. Like probably many of you, I played sports. Any sports? Sports? Well, a small portion of you are probably soccer players, right? That's what I thought. All right, well, I am a soccer player. I play striker, which is the one that shoots the most, right? All right, we run a lot too, but we'll talk about that later. But I really enjoy being able to serve this body as well as my constituents. And that was one of the driving forces behind why I ran for office. Now, growing up in high school, I had, like you, a lot of ambition. But with a lot of ambition also comes a lot of responsibility. Would you agree to that? Yeah. All right. So, growing up with ambition, you are also responsible for maintaining good grades and so forth. And sometimes in our society today, having good grades and keeping up your grades, you're sometimes seen as what? What do people see you as when you get nerd or geek? So putting up with that too, putting up with that kind of peer pressure can sometimes be a little bit overbearing. But you have to get past that. And that's what myself, along with a lot of my colleagues, did as well. Another Boise Stater that is doing a lot of great things is Daniel Roberts. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him, but he was sworn in at Ole Miss just recently in the Hall of Fame. And Daniel is about 21, but he ran for governor in 2009. He didn't win that office, but he had the ambition to run, and he's doing great things at Ole Miss. So the point of that is, this is the start of something great. This is the start of something great. Right here at Boise State, I sat where you're sitting 5 years ago. And today, I am a legislator. Now, a little bit about my Boise State experience. Boise State varies from person to person, your experience. Would you agree to that? You come for many different reasons. Some of you came, like I did, just to do something this week. Some of you came for, like some of my Boise Staters that came. You came because you were really, really interested in politics. Some of you came because your friends came. Well, as I stated, I came because I needed something to do that week. But when I got here, what I found out, and what I found out quick, is one, you have to wake up early in the morning. Two, that there are no girls. Three is that not only do you wake up super early in the morning, but you have Michael Sipp hollering at you through a megaphone. So those are the three things that you learn. However, additionally to all of those things, all those great things, you find out that being here, you meet so many good people. You have great advisors. What's the best city this year? Let me ask that. All right. Well, I was a gnat, so where are the gnats? All right. But you find out that there are some really great people that are here with you today. Not only your city advisors, your senior advisors, but you're also your Boise Staters. You make so many good connections here. As I stated before, Michael Sipp and I keep in contact with him doing great work in the Congressman's office. Cortez Moss is one of my policy advisors. So we're doing great things by people that you meet this 1 week. Like this 1 week, you never know the amount of influence you'll have on your former colleagues or your colleagues here today. So take that to heart. because Boys State is something that I hold dear to my heart as well, and I know that you do as well. Now, when you leave Boys State this week, there are going to be so many things that you have learned leading up to Friday. I know that you had elections today, so I commend anybody that ran for office because that is not an easy task, so I commend you for that. Let's give them a round of applause. Now, to hit back on that ambition, running for office is a task within itself here at Boys State and also in the state of Mississippi. It is a challenge within itself. So in order to run for anything, or to be, not even run, I guess just to be a leader, it takes a certain individual. Not everybody can do what a leader is responsible for doing. However, everybody is able to lend a hand to make a difference. So one thing that I've learned, and I learned very early on here at Boys State, is leadership is not about the person that's in charge, so to speak. It's about the people that are following along and traveling the road with that leader. Would you agree to that? So a lot of times as leaders, we forget how to follow. And I see that more times now than I have ever before, is that you have to understand how to follow somebody before you can lead somebody. So that's one thing I want to tell to you, is that understand where you're going before you actually try to get there. Map out something, map out a plan, determine where you want to be in the next 2 years, then the next 5, then maybe the next 10. Have a roadmap so that if an opportunity becomes available, you're able to grab at that opportunity. Personal experience. When I ran for office last year, I had no intention on running for state representative at all. I was going to run for alderman at large, which is a small city office. But the opportunity became available. However, leading up to the alderman election, which was the year before this election, I had said I wanted to run. And I said I needed to graduate from college, which in that case would have been Pearl River. I needed to have something under my belt to show that I have this degree in whatever it is. So I knew that that's what I had to do. And I designed a plan to get to that degree. I knew I had to go to summer school 2 semesters, which was not fun, by the way. But I did it. So when the opportunity became available to run for state representative, I had already planned out a way to get into office. It might not have been that office, but it was an office. So that's one thing I want you to understand, is that planning is very important. Understanding where you want to go, understanding how to get there, and then designing a roadmap to get there as well. So I hope you all enjoy your Boys State experience this year. I hope you will continue to come back and inspire young people like yourself and like myself to come into Boys State and see what the experience is about, and come back and volunteer your time and services towards inspiring young people. So we can take any questions now.